Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Emily Pike was just 14 years old when she vanished from her group home in Mesa, Arizona, only to be found 4 weeks later, brutally unalived and dismembered. Her case has rocked the state, Indigenous nation, outrage, and exposed disturbing cracks in the system. Very much vulnerable Native American youth. In today's live stream, we're going to break down everything, including the timeline, forensic discoveries that is coming up, FBI involvement, new body cam footage, and there has been a search warrant issued. All of that next.
So I close my eyes and lose myself now. Do it like it's only today. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. Girl, we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this.
Bless them, girls.
Come in here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear.
Thank you. Yes, thank you, our Taylor.
The pearls
you
were
doing,
bound together through the storm and darkest weather. We search high, we search low, together everywhere we go. Justin's here and he's going
That's me.
live with the best fans by my side.
That's you.
We're a family, we hold strong.
That's us.
Together we can right the wrong. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars, searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea, we are one in this community. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars, searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea, we are one in this community. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars, searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea, we are one in this community. In the night or in the day, girls will light and lead the way. Just as hard and no support, together we will hold the fort. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care.
Click play and come along with me. Together with the truth you see. Got our pearls and our laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Defending truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. Defending truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comment here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comment here and
Well, hello, hello, hello again. Good to see you all, my beautiful pearls. God bless you. Thank you all so much for being here. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options, anywhere on the internet, anywhere in thy world. Mhm. And you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with moi. Today is June 8th, 2025. It is currently 10:33 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Bonjour. Really do appreciate you all. Guys, breaking news in the Emily Pike case, new warrants issued, and shocking body cam exposed. We're going to see it all today. This is a very, very heartbreaking case, and we're confronting it all out tonight. We really are. Of the brutal unaliving of 14, only 14 years young Emily Pike. She was a Native American teen found dismembered on Valentine's Day of this year. She disappeared from Mesa, Arizona, from a group home. We're going to get to that on January 27th, 2025. Emily had been in and out of group homes almost her entire life. Really, really sad. We're going to get all into it. But first, guys, do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up button. Would greatly, greatly appreciate that. Share this out. More people need to know about Emily's case. Like I always say, we need to do a better job as a community sharing the Indigenous, people of minorities, people of color, um, because they don't get the attention that they are so deserving. So please hit that thumbs up button and consider becoming a member of the Pearl family. Always trying to grow our channel and hitting that thumbs up button, sharing it, becoming a member. It all pushes back against the YouTube algorithm. We got to fight the algorithm. So we need you to do that if you would be so kind. Very, very much appreciated. Okay. Really, really heartbreaking stuff. I want you to there's some trigger warnings. Some big old trigger warnings in this one. So January 27, 2025, Emily disappeared from Sacred Journey Incorporated, which is a group home in Mesa, Arizona. On February 14th, 2025, this year, Emily's body was discovered at Forest Road 355 north of Globe. Only her torso and head was in one bag, legs in another, arms are still missing. Authorities show that she had facial and head trauma. Emily had gone missing in the past, three times, I believe in 2023, but she always returned. She wanted to get back to uh, her tribe in her mother's house. The Mesa PD has been covering this. The FBI and the BIA, which is the tribe nation that she is affiliated with. There's 150,000 plus reward offered into the person or persons, leading to the arrest of the person or persons affiliated with this. Now, it's really bad. So, Emily is seen in this body cam footage as crying and begging the police department to not make her go back to the home. We're going to watch it right now. So just to keep that in mind. Okay. So without further ado, we're going to get right into it. Mods, please put trigger warning to as we kind of go into this. Our friend Chris McDonough from the interview room was covering this earlier. God bless Chris. He does so much for the Native American community in true crime. He trains other law enforcement officers and all of that. Was someone arrested? No one has been arrested yet guilty of crime, but there has been warrants issued. And we're going to get into that right after this video. We're going to look a lot further into that. So just hang tight. 1 minute. Guys, again, please hit that thumbs up button. Share this out, please. So as you can see, this is 9/20/2023. 2 years ago. You're welcome, guilty of crime. Oh, thank you, Earth Soul Intuition. Thank you so much, my love. Appreciate you very much for your support. Thank you, my dear. Really, really bad. Hobo.
Emily.
Thank you so much, Hobo, as well. New Amber Alert for Jason Mason Jr., 15-year-old, 5'8", 210 pounds, missing from Rutherford County, Tennessee, has medical issues. Also, love you, Justin. Thank you so much for that information, Hobo, and thank you for your support, my dear. All right, here we go, y'all.
Emily, can you please stop for me so I can talk to you?
I'm going to make this as big as possible.
Well, I don't know that, but you match the description of someone I'm looking for, okay? Well, I need to identify you correctly, okay? You need to tell me where you're coming from. Can you stop, please?
You know, I said before that there are people, young souls, that have lived more than a lifetime, a couple lifetimes in their short years, and Emily was certainly one.
I need you to stop, okay? Just stop, young lady, okay? I know you're coming from West Ivy, okay?
I'm not.
So I need you to stop, okay? Hey, it's okay, you're not in trouble. Hey, listen. I need to know where you're coming from, okay? Hey,
What?
relax, take a seat, okay?
No.
Yes, ma'am. I know your name's Emily, okay?
My name's not Emily.
Where are your parents at?
They're home.
Where?
And Mason.
Emily,
No.
Emily, relax, okay? I need to get you back where you need to go, okay? Hey, Emily,
Stop.
I know you're coming from West Ivy, okay?
I'm not.
Yes, you are. Okay?
Stop.
Where are you coming from? Emily,
Why?
because I know you're someone just called, said you're missing, okay?
No, I'm not.
And I really don't want to put you in handcuffs, okay?
Stop.
So where are you really coming from? Emily,
Stop.
come with me, okay?
No, I don't want to go back.
I know. Let's talk, okay?
No.
It's okay. Hey,
My mom.
hey, it's okay. You're not in trouble, okay? Hey. I can't let you go, okay?
Get off. I just want to see my mom.
All right, come here. We'll call your mom, okay?
No.
Guys,
It's
oh my
okay. Come
God.
No, they won't let
Guys, this is so triggering for me. This is so fucking triggering for me. She is begging for her mother.
It's okay. Come on. I will call your mom for you, okay?
No.
It's okay.
I don't want to go back to that shit, please.
Hey,
Please.
hey,
No.
Emily, I need you to come with me, okay? Hey,
No, I'm
hey,
not
hey, hey,
coming
hey.
with you.
Hey.
I'm not.
Listen, okay? I know you're missing,
No,
okay? Come on,
I'm
dear.
not.
Come on.
Let me go.
It's okay. Come on. Let's go.
No.
I have to get you home, okay?
That ain't my fucking home.
I know it's not, okay? But that's where you
just
stay
leave
now,
me alone.
okay?
I
It's
don't want
okay.
to go back.
I know, but that's where you live right now,
I
okay?
don't live there.
Hey.
Can you stop?
You're coming with me, okay?
I'm not.
Hey, it's okay.
Let go.
It's okay. Hey,
No.
relax, okay?
Let go.
I can't, all right? You're reported missing, okay? You have to come with me, okay?
Stop. I don't want to go.
I know you don't, but you have to, okay?
Stop it.
It's okay. You gotta come with me, okay?
Stop.
Hey, relax. Relax. It's okay.
No, it's not.
It is.
Can you stop?
No, I have to get you home, okay?
No.
Hey. It's okay.
Get
It's
off
okay.
of me.
It's okay.
Get up.
Relax, okay?
I'm not going back there.
It's okay.
Let go of me.
It's okay, okay?
Let go.
This is her. Okay.
Get
relax.
off of
Hey,
me.
here.
I
Relax.
just wanna
Relax.
go
It's
home.
okay. Hey,
Stop.
her name's Emily.
Emily,
No, get off
Emily,
me.
hey, Emily, stop. We're not here to
Relax,
hurt
okay?
you.
We're not here to hurt
Get
you, dear.
off of
We
me.
can't. Okay, I need you to just
No,
relax.
I'm not gonna fucking relax.
Okay,
It's
then you're not
okay.
gonna relax. You're
Let
gonna put
me
in
You're gonna get put in
go.
handcuffs in.
You want to be put in handcuffs?
Just let me
We
go.
can't do that.
We can't,
Hey,
dear.
no one's trying to hurt you. Okay?
Yes, they
Talk to
are.
us. Well, tell us
Just
what's
let
going.
me go.
Tell us what's going on.
I want to
Two
stay
chats on
with
the
my
This is gonna be
grandma instead. I don't
Okay,
want
well,
to stay there.
fighting us isn't gonna help that.
You guys aren't even gonna help
How do you
anyone.
This is
know?
gonna be the
Have you ever
one-on-one
met me
Julie we're
before?
looking for.
No, let me go.
We can't. I'm sorry. Okay?
No.
Hey. Listen, I'm here to help you, okay?
No
I
one's
can't.
helping me.
Well,
Stay
you
the
gotta.
fuck away from
Well,
me.
that's not gonna help things
No one's
either.
gonna fucking help me.
I'll put
Stop.
24372. Listen, Emily, if you keep fighting me, I'm gonna put you in handcuffs, okay?
Stop it.
And I really don't want to do that because you don't deserve to be in handcuffs, okay?
I'm gonna walk her that way.
Stop.
Come on, dear.
You come with
No,
us.
I don't
Come on.
want to go.
Hey, you will have to, okay? And we don't want. If you're gonna act like a child, we're gonna put you in handcuffs.
Stop it.
I really don't
wanna
want to put you in
go.
handcuffs, young lady, okay?
I just want to go home.
I know.
Stop.
Relax, relax.
It's
I don't
okay.
want to. Just let go of me.
Hey,
Let go.
Emily, what did I say? If you're cool with us, we'll be cool with you, okay? But we have to get you where you belong, okay? I have no choice.
Get off.
I know it may not be your home, but it's your
Go.
home now, okay?
It's not my fucking home. Let go of me.
That's where you stay now?
No, I don't. I don't want to go back.
I know.
No, you don't. No one understands me.
Well, you gotta talk to us instead of fighting with us.
Let go.
I'm trying to understand you, okay? You don't have anything that's going to harm me or harm yourself, do
No, nothing.
you? Nothing?
Stop. There's nothing.
Okay, dear.
No, I don't want to go back there.
Well, you don't have a choice.
Stop.
Emily, I don't want to put you in handcuffs, okay? So get in there, all right?
I just want to
Let go of
talk
this.
to my mom.
Where's your mom?
Let go.
You're gonna go in there one way or
I'm
the
not
other, okay?
gonna go
I
to
don't
that
want to hurt
fucking
you.
group home. I hate it there.
I know, dear.
No. Get off of me.
Come on,
In
dear.
the car, come on.
Get in. Go on.
Come on, slide over.
No.
Options?
Bryson Wilkinson is like any other teenager.
I would go out.
Okay. Lord, that's hard. Everyone failed her, Courtney. Everyone. Everyone failed this baby. There was something clearly in that home that fucking group home, in my opinion, allegedly, that she did not want to go be there. And she was sent there. Multiple group homes failed from the day she went there. Absolutely. Why didn't the officers call social services immediately? Oh, because the system's fucked. That's why. I mean, that's just the why. That's just exactly what it is. All right. I've got a bunch of stuff here. I'm just trying to get my head together for a second. Emily Pike begged police not to return her to the Mesa group home over a year before her unaliving. She's 13 years old there. Audio from the camera reveals that the teenager later found dismembered and unalived in Arizona, had previously tried to escape the group home where she lived before she went missing. Emily Pike was found on Valentine's Day. The San Carlos Apache teen was just 14 years old when she went missing from the Mesa group earlier this year. Her body was found nearly a month later, more than 80 miles away from her home. In police body cam video from the late 2023, Emily Pike can be heard begging an officer not to take her back to the group home, alluding that someone was trying to hurt her. Now she's dead. Now she's dead, and she was found in fucking trash bags 80 miles away. Unbelievable. In the audio, an officer can be heard saying, quote, "No one's trying to hurt you, okay?" End quote. "Yes, they are," she responds. "Talk to us. Tell us what's going on," an officer said. "Let's just go. I want to stay with my grandma instead," Pike says. You know what happens? You know what happens? Many people who are SA'd don't come out until their 40s, until they're 40 years old or older. She had already been told that she had been SA'd before, and what happened? Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. Emily Pike's disappearance stirred emotional reactions through Arizona as it highlighted the violent crisis disproportionately afflicting Indigenous women. The FBI is offering up to a $75,000 reward for the verifiable information identifying those responsible for the brutal unaliving of Emily. San Carlos Apache Tribe Chairman Terry Rambler announced in March a separate $75,000 reward for the information leading to the arrest of the ones who unalived her. Now, 2 weeks before her death, the most recent body cam on January 27th, 2025, just over 2 weeks before Pike's remains were found, the officer is seen writing down notes about Pike and discussing her previously running away with a worker in the group home. I have not seen that body cam yet. Is it available? Hold on. Hold on. Let me see if that's available. I have. Let me see. I have not seen that. If not, I'm gonna FOIA it. I'll tell you that. One second. I don't. There's supposed to be 2 body cams. That's very interesting. I'm gonna see if I can find. I'll FOIA. I'm gonna FOIA both of them. Interesting. I'll look for that. I will look for that for sure. Okay. January 27th, 2025. Let me just try one more thing, guys. I'm trying to find it while I'm live. It's from January 27th. I'm gonna send a FOIA out tonight on that. Jesus, I hate it here. Bear with me, guys. Maybe it's just the audio that they released. Okay, here we go. Maybe this is some audio that they just released. Oh, you guys are seeing it. No, you're not. Maybe you are. Let me check. Yeah, you are. Okay. 1 second. No, you're not. Hold on. It looks like the same thing almost. I need to pop this one up. Guys, hit that thumbs up button, please.
Reported missing 2 other times that year, but police records show she was either found.
Camera video related to Emily's running away from her Mesa group home. While there are still no arrests in the case, new tonight, ABC 15 obtaining body camera video related to Emily's past disappearances. Our Ashley Holden joining me in studio now. And Ashley, this video giving us a new look into her heartbreaking past.
Faye, Emily Pike disappeared from a Mesa group home multiple times. The final time she left, the teen never returned and was found dead outside the valley. Before we aired this story tonight, we sat down with members on both sides of Emily's family so they could see the video we're about to show you in full, as still so many questions remain. It's important to note here, some of the video is tough to watch.
Emily, can you please stop for me so I can talk to you?
September 20th, 2023, a Mesa police officer spots then 13-year-old Emily Pike walking along a canal after she was reported missing by her group home.
No, I don't want to go back.
I know. Let's talk, okay?
No.
It's okay. Hey, it's okay. You're not in trouble, okay?
As we've reported, Emily reported 2 sexual assaults before being placed in foster care. The San Carlos Apache tribe placed her in a home operated by Sacred Journey, Inc.
I just want to see my mom.
All right, come here. We'll call your mom, okay?
No.
It's okay.
Well, tell us what's going on. Tell us what's going on.
I want to stay with my grandma instead.
Emily repeatedly saying the group home was not her home. She was reported missing 2 other times that year, but police records show she was either found or later returned.
Did she ever run away then?
Yeah, she had back then.
This is body cam video from January of this year showing a Mesa police officer taking down the information for Emily when she was reported missing again.
And have you done like a sweep of the house just to make sure that she's not like hiding in the closet or something weird?
Okay. That's what we're supposed to do. I looked under the bed, I looked in the closet, I looked outside, the gate was open, the screen to the window was kicked out.
Emily, now 14, was found weeks later murdered about 20 miles northeast of Globe. The Gila County Sheriff's Office is leading the investigation with help from agencies like the FBI and Bureau of Indian Affairs, but there have been no arrests in her case.
So many other questions pop up regarding these videos. When I say we failed her, we all did. It just heartbreaking.
ABC 15 showed the full body camera video to relatives of Emily's on both sides of her family.
I think that's the right approach that officer took right there. I mean, like I said, there's more questions that pop up. Did the travel social services keep contact with them? How often did they reach out to the group home?
The Department of Child Safety did launch a licensing inquiry into the group home where Emily was staying, but told us they did not believe any action taken or not taken by the home caused the terrible outcome in this case. There is a combined $175,000 reward for information in Emily's case. Both sides of the family say it was hard to watch the videos, but they are committed to pushing for justice for Emily. Back to you, Faye.
Oh my God. Okay. So there's that. I'm just trying to clear some things out here, guys. All right, so 2 weeks before her death, the officer is seen writing down notes and Pike and discussing with her previously running away with her worker from a group home. Quote, she had a pink and gray striped long sleeve shirt, end quote, the worker says, describing Pike's outfit. She told the officer the other employees have done a sweep and didn't find Pike. Quote, I looked under her bed. I looked in the closet. I looked outside, end quote, she said. Quote, the gate was open. The screen to the window was kicked out, end quote. Pike was last seen alive the day near Mesa Drive and McKellips Road. 16 months before her deaths, another body cam dated September 20th, 2023, the one I just showed you guys, showing an officer speaking to Pike, who is seen walking along a canal. Emily, the officer says, I'm not Emily, she replies. Can you please stop so I can talk to you? The officer replied, but she says, I'm not Emily. And then she begs, literally begs him to not take her back to the home. Now, I want to show you this. Coming out. There is warrants. Okay. Trying to show you guys where the warrants are here. She just wanted to be with her mom. That's all she wanted. That's all. 1 second. Look how cute. Look at how cute she was here.
On the night of January 27, 2025, Emily Pike was last seen near Mesa Drive and McKellips Road in Mesa, Arizona. She was staying in the group home, but that night she vanished without a trace. And for 18 days, no one knew where she was. Then on Valentine's Day, about 100 miles away, a couple driving along a desolate stretch of Highway 60, northeast of Globe, noticed something strange on the side of the road. Black contractor bags ripped open, their contents spilling out onto the dirt. They pulled over, assuming it was just another pile of roadside trash, until they got closer. When they got closer, they saw a several head staring back at them. Guys, they also found limbs and a torso. And when they saw this, their stomachs turned, their hands shook. They fumbled for their phone and immediately called the police. When police arrived, they made a chilling discovery. Her arms and hands were missing. Were they taken as some kind of twisted trophy, or was this an attempt to erase evidence? The autopsy revealed severe head and facial trauma, but the exact cause of death is still unknown. What happened to Emily in the weeks after her disappearance remains a mystery. Her mother says police have 3 suspects, but their names have not been released. And guys, here's where things get even darker. Emily was a member of the San Carlos Apache tribe. Indigenous women are vanishing and being murdered at alarming rates, yet their stories barely even make the headlines. So why isn't this story everywhere? Why does it feel like these cases are swept under the rug? Emily deserves justice. If you agree, share this video, spread her story, and if you know anything at all, contact the authorities. I'm gonna keep you guys updated, so make sure to like and follow. Brap.
All right, about those search warrants. I got it. I got it. Let me pull it up. The Gillette County Sheriff's Office, the lead agency investigating Emily Pike's case, sent a major investigative update Thursday night. There have been no arrests in the case of the San Carlos Apache teen who was found deceased on Valentine's Day, February 14th, after she was reported missing from the Mesa group home. GCSO sent ABC 15 an update saying search warrants had been served, items sent off for testing, and there was a person of interest who was interviewed. Quote, over the past few weeks, with the assistance of the FBI, there have been search warrants served on a residential structure, a vehicle, and a storage trailer, said Lieutenant how do you pronounce his last name? Latini? Lottie, okay, Lottie, with the GCSO. Quote, items seized from these locations have been sent to the laboratory for analysis to determine if there may be links to Emily Pike's investigation. A person of interest was contacted and interviewed, but nothing that leads us to believe he is our suspect, end quote. They're being very careful. GCSO also said they are following up on leads that there has been data collected. ABC 15 was told they couldn't release that data but it was being reviewed. This comes days after Mesa police released Bodycam video from the night Emily disappeared. It showed a Mesa police officer taking the report. On September 20th, 2023, documented one of the 3 times Emily was previously reported missing from her group home operated by Sacred Journey. The footage showed her asking to talk to her mom and telling officers she wanted to go live with family. She says Emily's saying she hates it there and that what is this? Okay. Okay, here's that one. Here's where he's talking. Here's the officer talking about to them in the group home. Right here.
Did she ever run away then?
Yeah, she walked back there.
And have you done like a sweep of the house just to make sure that she's not like hiding in a closet or something weird? Okay.
That's what we're supposed to do. I looked under the bed, I looked in the closet, I looked outside, the gate was open, the screen door window was kicked out.
I'll run by real quick here. I'll get you to sign the missing persons affidavit to enter in as a missing person. I'll pick up that picture from you, and then I'll try to at least like search around in the area. It hasn't been too long. I'll check over by the A's facilities as well on my way up to you, just to see if she kind of went back to that same spot if we're lucky. And then
Yep,
you kind of know how
Kyra.
it goes from there. We'll get her in as a missing person, and then if we get contact with her, obviously we'll notify you right away that we found her.
Okay.
All right.
See you in a bit.
Yep. See you in a bit. Bye.
Who blocked you? I'm the one who helped with Emily's birthday cake and stuff. She blocks anyone who she doesn't agree with. Who's that? Kyra. Her dad's family was not aware she was in the group home, nor did tribal services. Oh, really? This, and again, I want to make it very clear that the group home has not been accused of any negligent doing, but I'm going to give my opinion on it. I feel like there's something really fucking wrong. Really wrong here. Really wrong. There was a reason she didn't want to. She had no problem going places. Emily didn't, right? She was a child of the system. She was used to this, but there was something about this home she did not like. And she clearly said that that she was in danger. They clearly said
New developments in the Emily Pike case.
They said she said she was in danger. I mean, she just said, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. The young girl says, continued trying to push off the officer. No, I don't want to go back there, Pike says, referring to the group home. Let's talk, okay? I want to see my mom, Pike says. You're not in trouble. I cannot imagine. I cannot imagine being a 13-year-old kid on the streets, willing to sleep fucking anywhere other than this place. There's been 30 fucking 30 kids that has ran away from that home, allegedly. 30. This is sad. Man, is it sad. Is it sad? Oh my God. I just can't. I just can't. That was the first time I ever watched it. It's extremely triggering. I'm going to watch it again, guys. I want to see what she says line by line because you guys know how I am. I want to comb through it, even though it's triggering as a mother. I'm literally like break out in hives right now. Testimony is also deleted from Senate hearing. It's shut down now. This is really heartbreaking. But this is the thing. I know it's hard to, I understand. But these things should get you pissed off. We should be uncomfortable about things like this. Kyra, you can call in if you want to. I don't want to pressure you. I don't want you to feel obligated or anything, but you're welcome to call in if you want to. But again, I don't want to pressure you. So no pressure, promise. She wanted to go back home where she was, said instead. If you want to call in, you can call into the line. Mods will drop it if you want. Hold on, let's get to it.
Can you please stop for me so I can talk to you? Well, I don't know that, but you match the description of someone I'm looking for, okay? Well, I need to identify you correctly, okay? You need to tell me where you're coming from. Can you stop, please?
She was in a group home because of her something was going on in her family, and you know, it wasn't ideal for them then even.
Emily, I need you to stop, okay? Just stop, young lady, okay? I know you're coming from West Ivy, okay?
I'm not.
So I need you to stop, okay? Hey, it's okay, you're not in trouble. Hey, listen. I need to know where you're coming from, okay? Hey,
What?
relax, take a seat, okay?
No.
Yes, ma'am. I know your name's Emily, okay?
My name's not Emily.
Where are your parents at?
They're home.
Where?
And listen.
Emily,
No.
Emily, relax, okay? I need to get you back where you need to go, okay? Hey, Emily.
Stop.
I know you're coming from West Ivy, okay?
I'm not.
Yes, you are. Okay?
Stop.
Where are you coming from? Emily.
Why?
Because I know someone just called, said you're missing, okay?
No, I'm not.
And I really don't want to.
So she had been in different times. She was removed from her family home after alleging SA on the San Carlos Apache Reservation in 2023. Tribal social workers removed Emily from her home and placed her into foster care and eventually into the Mesa group home. Behavioral and mental health struggles. Emily made multiple escape attempts from Sacred Journey through 2023, including September and November, and police responded to trying to unalive herself, allegedly. Placement of tribal authorities. It was the San Carlos Apache Tribal Social Services Department who referred her to Sacred Journey, indicating a structured support system, allegedly, intended to support her, but tragically failed to meet her needs.
Put you in handcuffs, okay?
Stop.
So where are you really coming from? Emily.
Stop.
Come with me, okay?
No, I don't want to go back.
I know. Let's talk, okay?
No.
It's okay. Hey.
My mom.
Hey, it's okay. You're not in trouble, okay? Hey. I can't let you go, okay?
Get off. I just want to see my mom.
All right, come here. We'll call your mom, okay?
No.
It's okay.
No,
Come on.
they won't let me tell.
It's okay. Come on. I will call your mom for you, okay?
No.
It's okay.
I don't want to go back to that shitty place.
Hey.
No.
Emily, I need you to come with me, okay? Hey.
No, I'm
Hey.
not coming with you.
Hey.
I'm not.
Listen, okay? I know you're missing, okay? Come on, dear. Come on.
Let me go.
It's okay. Come on. Let's go.
No.
I have to get you home, okay?
That ain't my fucking home.
I know it's not, okay?
No,
but that's where you
just
stay
leave me
now,
alone.
okay?
I
It's
don't
okay.
want to go back.
I know, but that's where you live right now, okay?
I don't live there.
Hey.
Can you stop?
You're coming with me, okay?
I'm not.
Hey, it's okay.
Let go.
It's okay. Hey,
No.
relax, okay?
Let go.
I can't, all right? You're reported missing, okay? You have to come with me, okay?
Stop. I don't want to go.
I know you don't, but you have to, okay?
Stop it.
It's okay. You gotta come with me, okay? Hey, relax, relax. It's okay.
No, it's not.
It is.
Can you stop?
No, I have to get you home, okay?
No.
Hey. It's okay.
Get
It's
off
okay.
of me.
It's okay.
Get off.
Relax, okay?
I'm not going back there.
It's okay.
Let go of me.
It's okay, okay?
Let go.
This is her. Okay.
Get
Relax.
off me.
Hey, here. Relax.
I just wanna
Relax.
go
It's
home.
okay.
Hey, Kyra. I've got Kyra on the phone. How are you doing? Thank you for calling in.
Thank you. I'm gonna mute you, so I won't be able to hear.
Yeah.
What you're
Yeah,
saying,
just talk to me through the
what you're saying on the video.
yeah, just talk to me through the phone.
Got you.
So, what's going on with all this, in your opinion?
Which part? There's so many pieces to this that it's a real life horror movie.
It really is. It really is. Just what you were talking about in chat, I guess we'll start there.
I guess we can start by I've been working on building a timeline for Emily's case. I got invested because I seen that she did not have media coverage, so it really bothered me. I live here in Indiana, and we had murders of Abby and Libby of Delphi,
Right.
and so they got huge coverage, and the whole world knew their names.
Yeah.
And Emily wasn't, so that's where I stepped in, and I spent 16 days neglecting my own work at the funeral home I work at to advocate for her and get her onto Nancy Grace.
Oh, you work
we
at a
were
funeral home?
successful.
That's cool. I used to work at funeral homes. I
Yeah.
don't know if you know that about me or not, but
Oh,
yeah.
very cool.
Yeah.
Not for everybody.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
Yeah, so I started following her case pretty heavy, and I started working on building a timeline because I noticed that stuff was getting deleted off of social media. And one particular article that got deleted was from Fox 10 when they reported that Emily had ran away. And I have this article up and ready to go so that I can just read some of it. The article said that Emily was left the group home at 6:36 p.m. and that she had ran away for the 4th time. I only counted 3 times on police reports. 4th time is missing, so I don't know where they got that number from.
What article is that?
This article originally was by Ashley Holden and then picked up by Fox 10. It's only available now on Justin Lum's Facebook page, but not an article online.
Wow. So there was allegedly 4 reports.
There's allegedly 4, but there's only 3 documented police reports. And there was a mention of Fitch Park in an article.
Yes.
But when I looked back at the police reports, there was no mention of Fitch Park. This incident of her disappearing at 6 p.m. happened on October 31st, 2023. He ended up, the group home said that he ran away at 6:36, and at 9:15, the group home called letting them know that Emily returned. The staff overheard Emily say she had been laced, so possibly drugged, but they did not send her for medical care. They only monitored her behavior overnight. And that report is only now available on Justin Lum's Facebook page and not an article.
Really? So they took it.
Yes.
They took it completely off. Like, you know, sometimes I guess there can be an error in you know, some of the articles, and they usually fix it. They don't usually take it off. You know what I mean? So
yeah, the only time that they normally delete an article is if law enforcement asks them to, or I'm thinking maybe it's because the group home has a lawsuit against them and they didn't want that out there.
That's very interesting.
Yes. And then more recently, I've been kind of vocal on standing up for her, and a lot of the Apache community, some of them fear retaliation for speaking out against council. So I decided to message on the Apache Messenger, and that is the local newspaper for their community. And I asked them to reopen the case of this known child predator because there are other children in that community and there are other children in the home with the predator. And in doing so, Emily's mom commented, and we had been communicating quite a while because I helped pay for her birthday and some other stuff, and just by advocating, kind of got close that way. But she said, and I'll quote, that if you keep bringing this up, Emily will not rest. And so I disagree with that. If we bury the truth with Emily, then she'll never receive justice and never be able to rest.
Absolutely. Listen, anybody that wronged, hurt, did anything to barely a teenager, they need to pay.
I agree.
They need to
I have
pay.
a very strong opinion.
Let it rip, girl. So do I. This is triggering as hell.
It is. I'm also a survivor myself. And so, and my niece also is a survivor. She was 13 when she ran away and was assaulted. So we take this case pretty seriously because it's happening in Indian country more than people realize.
Yes. Yes, it is. Yep. And there's a lot of it that's swept under the rug.
Yes. And I personally, not everybody has this feeling, but I personally believe that the council for San Carlos and the PD are absolutely partially responsible for her death. Emily was assaulted and cried for help, and those powers turned away, and their inaction and refusal to confront the abuser and their complicity in the system that shelters violence are a part of why she is no longer with us.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I agree. I agree with that because she is like, I understand there are kids that, just don't want to be there. Right. Like there's those kids that they don't want to be there. And for whatever reason, and even if you send them to another home, they're not going to want to be there. Like, I understand that, but there was SA before this.
Yes.
Right.
Two different assaults.
Right. That's just what we know about. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
what we know, yes, what we know.
So I think she was absolutely failed up and down the system from the upper parts of the tribe to where we're at now. I think the police failed to an extent as well. It's just crazy. It's so sad.
I agree. And, to say that I shouldn't be bringing up her assault is just, it's really unfortunate because, hiding the abuse is.
Why shouldn't you be bringing it up? It's part of her story.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of her story. And it could be a huge reason why was found in trash bags.
Right. When I was growing up, I was raised by felons, and one of those assaulted me. Mm-hmm. And we were taught that the cops were bad and that snitches end in ditches. And that is exactly what happened to Emily.
Emily told the cop said, "They're going to hurt me." Or I think that was the quote. "They're going to hurt me." And the cop did ask, "Okay, tell me." And she said, "Let me just get in the car." Like,
Mm.
he just went right over that after she said, just get in the car. It shouldn't work like that, right? If she said they're going
Right.
to hurt me, no, it's not just never mind, let's get in the car. No, you just said that, your fear for your safety that needed to be looked into further.
Yeah.
It did.
They definitely failed her. Tribal council failed her. Fish and Game, tribal police, her own family failed her.
She had lived, like I always say, I felt like she had lived, like she had been through more than her, 14 years than most people will go through in a lifetime. It's just really is what it is. And I do believe that there are people that are scared of getting in trouble, maybe because they did something to Emily.
I think someone said that she saw her mother the day before she went missing, allegedly. There was a call on January 2nd that came in that said that she was on the reservation and it wasn't picked up by the group home till the 7th.
Yep. That's very interesting.
We haven't heard much about that. And so
Mhm.
I'm always curious about who called in.
So am I.
And also, why haven't we looked at the cell phone tower that's only 7 minutes away from the location?
Well, I mean, this is the thing. Whoever called had to know, A, she was at that group home, and B, that her mom lived on the certain reservation. Right?
Right. Right. So it could have been someone that just was misinformed, or it could be someone to throw off a search for a child.
Oh, I think that's exactly what it was. I mean, I think what I'm saying is I think that they knew it's shady. It's shady. Yeah. And that's right, Lady for Justice. I agree. Those are words law enforcement are trained to listen for. Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm going to read these questions as they come on.
Say that.
And someone said, Rhonda said, makes me wonder if it was one or two Kyra or someone in that home. I'm kind of torn on who I think it is. A lot of people are pointing the finger at the group home.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they are negligent, in my opinion. I've been following crime since I was a child. I've always been interested in death, so I don't think they are the ones responsible. I think it was either an opportunistic serial killer who's seen a little girl at the corner of a gas station and was trying to get home, or it was one of the two rapists. That's who I think done it. Eventually we'll find out, but that's my opinion. Everybody has their own, though.
In this situation, there could be, it could legitimately be a serial unaliver. It could be, two of the, R words. I'm not supposed to say the words on here. So,
oh yeah. I always forget about
it's
the
okay. It's
guidelines
okay.
of the
It's
censorship.
okay. Or it could be, in my opinion, someone in the home.
Yeah. If you're looking at the maps of her location, I'm so deep in this case, it's unreal. But if you look at the maps of where she was discarded at, there's so many possibilities of how they could have got her there. They could have taken back roads. They could have just took the main highway at night. From her home in Peridot, it's only a 45-minute drive. From the location of White River, it's only an hour. So in the dead of night, that's a perfect opportunity to discard of a little girl.
Well, but this is the thing. Trigger warning, guys. they probably had to have taken her to their home of some sort before, because there was dismemberment, right?
Yeah. Based on the reports, it sounded like he was dismembered elsewhere and then just discarded there.
Right. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. That's exactly what I'm saying. Yes. That I mean,
it sounded like face trauma from maybe fighting back.
yeah, because she had a lot of damage to her face
Yeah.
as
And
well.
someone commented like how long she was left there. That's my question too, is with the cell phone tower data and the stage of decomposition, it's possible she could have been there for a day, it could have been there for a couple days. That time period of trying to figure out how long she's been there and decomposing could help triangulate the dates for the cell phone tower search.
Yes.
I know that she was missing for 3 weeks, but I'm sorry, I'm reading comments too. Unsure of how long she was left in that location. With Arizona weather, from what they're saying and what I'm trying to understand is it doesn't sound like she was there for very long.
Yeah, I don't think she was there. I mean, because there was, it's in a very, I would say secluded area, but still yet there's a lot of people that goes in that little area to do whatever they do, right? Like,
Yeah, there was a murder at that location before.
Yeah.
I think unrelated, but another murder.
Yeah, it was unrelated, but it's, it's people go there because it is desolate. They go there for rugs, or they go there for, a lady of the night, shall we say, kind of thing. So they clearly wanted her found. Otherwise, they wouldn't have put her under where they did.
Right. And to me, I think a lot of people, there's two different ways to go with her hands missing. A lot of people are leaning towards like a spiritual thing that you can't go to the other side, which is correct. But I think personally that she had DNA under her fingernails. And so they took her hands so that they couldn't be discovered.
Could you repeat that? Sorry, I had to turn my air conditioner off. I'm freezing. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. A lot of people are saying that it's either, they took her hands like as a spiritual reason, like maybe revenge in that way, and not being able to go to the spirit world. But I personally think that they took her hands because she fought back and had DNA under her nails.
Oh, she did have DNA under her nails. I did not know that.
Well, we don't know because her hands were never found, but I think.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It's like a scenario. Gotcha. Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Now they are they did some warrants, right? And they're supposedly checking. Hold on one second, guys. 1 second. Hold on, Kyra. Something's going on outside. Okay. Sorry. All right, you there?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. There is someone being pulled over outside my house. I live in a very strict area, and like the mayor lives like literally 2 doors down from me, and like anybody that speeds or anything, they like whoop, pull them over. So okay, sorry about that. So there's some warrants that's been issued, right?
Yeah.
And they're searching in allegedly some, what was it, storage buildings or
Yeah, it says a residential structure, a vehicle, and a storage trailer.
yeah.
Items were seized and sent to a laboratory to see if they were linked. FBI was assisting in that with Gila County, and Kash Patel, he was actually on Joe Rogan's podcast, and he brought up Emily. He said Emily was killed on the reservation. And so, of course, I take that to Facebook, and people argue with me about how bad it is that FBI is on tribal land. And I get that. That's definitely a problem. But, you know, why is he saying that Emily was killed on a reservation and not Emily was discarded? To me, I'm like thinking in my brain,
who said
like,
that?
is he dropping Kash Patel
Oh,
on Joe Rogan?
oh, he said that. Wow. Okay, I need to watch that.
Yeah, he said Emily. Yeah.
Will you
I
text me that
posted
link?
it. It's in my yeah, it's actually in my shorts, so you can watch that.
Okay.
But he said Emily was killed on the reservation, and some people were arguing with me like, oh, he doesn't know the case. But in my mind, I'm like, is he dropping a hint? Does he know something that we don't know yet?
I
Like,
don't know. That both, could be true.
Could be either him just being ignorant, but who knows?
That's interesting. So, I mean, they said that they had no idea if this person did. I mean, it's obviously a male. We can pretty much say that, right? I mean, a male's going to dismember and do this. But that's interesting. Now, the people that SA'd her before, they were on the reservation allegedly, right?
Yes. The first assailant, and I had posted a while back, there was a video that posted, it showed a little bit of a court document, but the name was blocked out, and also it's no longer searchable on the database. So they hid the document about this first assailant on the White River Fort Apache Reservation, and he also assaulted other children, so he's got cases against him for that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it's, from what I read, Emily's charges didn't get added on to his, but I could be mistaken on that one. And then the second assault happened on the hill behind her house with a relative, and then tribal fishing game came, and she was apparently missing her shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And they came and investigated, arrest the perp, but then they let him go.
When you say relative, it's not a blood relative, right? Was it a blood relative?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
I was thinking it was.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken,
like
I guess technically no.
The step,
because I think
was it the step?
Steph, her mom was adopted.
Yeah, but was it the stepdad? Allegedly.
I can't say who that is.
Okay.
Just because I don't want to hinder investigations.
That's
but
okay. Gotcha.
I do know that Steph was adopted into that family, so technically not a blood relative.
Gotcha. Okay.
But a relative nonetheless.
Right. Oh, hold on. What's this? Hold on. Someone just sent me something. motorcycle club to escort Emily Pike's body to San Carlos Apache Reservation?
They're not a motorcycle club. They're talking about the tribal motorcycle club, Red Drum. Their name is spelled murder backwards, but it's supposed to be Red Drum, like the drum. They, there's some controversies within that organization, but they were asked to escort Emily's body because one of her relatives is a chapter member there in Arizona. So they asked him and his community to take her home.
Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Because of the vendetta, and multiple people did this. What do you mean a vendetta? Like that she told on someone, in your opinion?
Oh yeah. So
what's your channel's called?
I really don't have I just started
gotcha.
uploading my TikTok to this to my account.
Okay.
Just short.
Okay.
I don't really have a channel name. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm just trying to get her name out there.
I got you. Okay.
My username is I_am_Kyra KYRA Lynn LYNN.
Okay. Some people were after it. Emily.
That's the same on TikTok as well.
Yeah.
I'll put that in the comments there.
So she was last seen close to the group home, allegedly, right?
Yeah, on Mesa Drive in McKelp, the corner there. There's a gas station there, and if I remember right, there was an article that said they had footage of her. I don't know what that meant. Like, was she getting in a car? What kind of footage?
Yeah, because there could be anything, really. It could be footage of her walking, her getting in a car, a bus, whatever, But
that intersection, if the perp took her from that intersection and went to one of the reservations and used that intersection, if you follow that road there on US 60, there's all kinds of different federal buildings. There's a post office. There's the highway Department of Highway, whatever. So there's cameras all along that stretch of highway in the beginning part of it. So if they took that route, they could have easily looked at those cameras too.
How far is the reservation from the group home?
I would say, I think 2 hours or maybe more.
Wow. Okay. So it's a minute.
Let me double check.
I happened to watch the interview room, interviewed her uncle. I knew. Yeah, Christina, we're going to look at some of that in a little bit.
That's a really good news source. My friend Natasha Baird was on there. She also helped with Emily's birthday.
Chris is a good person. He's a friend of mine, and he's a very good person.
Who is Allred Pike? Is that who they're talking about?
No, they're talking about Chris McDonough from the interview room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
his videos were very meaningful. Like they were really well done, in my opinion.
Yeah, he does. He's a former homicide investigator, but he's done this way before Emily Pike. He trains people with like indigenous tribes to, I guess, investigate and stuff like that. Like, because there's, it's not just Emily Pike. There is a lot of indigenous women and children that are going missing, and there's nothing about, on the news.
Right.
It's very rare for the news, mainstream media to speak about anything on a reservation, for that matter. Right?
Right.
Because
And that's what made me so mad when I first got on. I was like, oh, yeah, another girl not getting any news coverage. Like, it upset me to the point that, like, I've worked in death long enough that it doesn't bother me, but this case has bothered me to my core. And, there's the Gila River Indian Reservation. I follow them too, and it seems like they're posting a missing person at least once or twice a day.
I don't know. Chris isn't Hawaiian, but he loves Hawaii. He lived there for a while. Yeah. Let's see here. Is the program director at Sacred Journey, founder of Sacred Journey. Oh, okay. Is Sacred Journey still open? They closed it, didn't they?
No, it's still open.
It's still open. Okay. No, I'm thinking they did a report. They did I guess an audit on them. If you will.
Yeah, the police said that they didn't find any reason to think it was them.
Well, they're searching someone's stuff right now, and hopefully there'll be an arrest. Yeah, they did. We covered that. Did you see Chris McDonough and his wife Karen? They went to the site where Emily was found.
Yeah, my friend Natasha Baird was actually there at that moment when
okay.
They were there.
That's good. What else? I mean, that's bothering you. Like, is there anything else you want to discuss?
I think for right now, that's pretty much all that I got. I'm actively trying to get her message out on every platform. If anybody wants to help out on that, that'd be great. Right now, we're working on trying to get Nancy Grace to.
I can call Nancy's producer. I can ask him. I've got his number.
Yeah.
I'll text him.
When I was trying to get a hold of Nancy, I was spamming every social media platform she had every day, but it was Leigh Egan, her reporter, that accepted my ad on Facebook and decided to hear my rally cry. And she was the one I will give credit to that facilitated that to Nancy. So I'm extremely thankful for her because she actually listened to an Indigenous person for once. And, so if anybody else wants to help, we are constantly commenting on Nancy Grace's stuff on Twitter, on Facebook, and on her Instagram, asking for updates for her case.
I'll talk to you about some stuff offline. When I say audited, they maybe that wasn't a good word. They were investigated. Maybe that's the better word. When it comes to when she was reported missing, right? Like, she wasn't reported missing. When was she reported missing? How many days after? I can't remember. I don't got my notes pulled up.
She was reported missing on the 27th of January, and family wasn't notified until a week later.
Like, that is just why.
So a timeline of that was that she was reported on the 27th. On February 2nd, an unknown woman calls the group home. On the 11th, police.
Oh, it was a woman that called the group home?
Voicemail. Yes, a woman.
Oh. I thought it was a man.
It didn't get right. That was on February 2nd. It didn't get reviewed by the police until the 11th. So there's a lot of time there that was valuable that could have been handled better, in my opinion. And then on the 19th of February, the Mesa PD spoke with the Bureau of Indian Affairs. That's when that leak of sensitive information happened on Facebook, which was like right after that. Somebody in the police department leaked her remains on their Facebook page. And the police department said, yeah, it got leaked.
No.
The police department said it was mistakenly posted.
They am I understanding you? Like they leaked the photo of her dismembered remains?
Yeah. Yes.
No dignity. There's no fucking dignity anymore. It's just.
There isn't, but I think that leak was meant to be. Otherwise, we wouldn't have known about it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like someone was frustrated.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a purposeful leak or if it was an accidental. I'm thinking more purposeful.
Wow. So.
Oh, it said that there was an internal memo that got leaked describing her the way she was found.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Mm. And an image, sorry, and an image. Mm.
They did that with Maddie Soto. Yep. Oh. Can anyone tell me the timeline for when Emily was placed in the group home and when unalived? Check here.
She was placed in the group home on around August of 2023. Or no, sorry, let me go back to my timeline.
She had been in a couple.
Okay, so her first assault happened early in January or the first couple months of the year in 2023. Her second assault happened July 2023. She was placed in the group home in August of 2023. Her first,
I think that was September. Maybe
my report from Ashley Holden on April 16th was August.
Got you.
I came with receipts. Okay.
Okay.
I'll put work cited to this stuff. I don't play around. That's how I noticed that the stuff got deleted is when I was building the timeline. I was looking for the stuff I had already collected and that article was gone. And I was like, why did they delete that?
Right.
Her first unauthorized departure, the family doesn't like to use runaway. So I labeled unauthorized departures instead of runaway.
I don't like the term runaway either.
11th.
Yeah, we got to stop saying runaway. Yeah, I agree with that. I've talked about that when last time I was talking about Emily's case. We got to stop saying runaway.
Yeah, her first unauthorized departure was September 11th, and officers told the employees that she was on medication, but there was two people that left, not just Emily. They were found at Kleinman Park.
Yep.
At a playground in Kleinman Park.
Yep.
And they said that they did not want to go back to their group home because they were gonna have to scrub walls, baseboards, windowsills, and even
Yep.
getting on their hands and knees to scrub the grout.
I remember that. Yep.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
Her second departure was on September 20th. The officers spotted her en route to the home. I'm assuming that's the video that was leaked here on the news recently, and that she didn't want to go back to the group home.
Okay, I see your thing here on Facebook. I know that article about Emily being laced existed because I messaged one of my Dion friends.
Oh, that's in my post.
Yeah, about March 29th because I was effing pissed when I read it. Actually, hold on, where did that article go? Who took the article down?
It was Fox 10.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, here's Ashley talking about this. It's just wild to me that, this is going on. It really is.
And another reason I knew that article existed is because the article that they posted on Ashley Holden's Facebook page, they removed the link to the page. They left the post, but they removed the link. And a Facebook user commented, and I remember because I had messaged my Danae friend about, like, oh, they didn't take her to the hospital, like that she could have died, like if she was laced with something.
Yeah.
And one of her relatives commented and said, why wasn't an ambulance call? Why did they just monitor her? What if she died in the room and staff found her dead?
Yeah, I mean.
And that event was October 31st. That's the third unauthorized departure that I have on record. There's not a fourth one. There's not a fourth one in Mesa. There is a unauthorized departure around Thanksgiving when she was on vacation with her family. She had went with them, and that's where the gun incident with the officer happened. After she had that incident, they flew her back to Arizona, and they placed her in a facility for a year. And then she was put back into the group home in December of 2023. And then that last time she ran on the 27th of January. Sorry, December 2024.
Was she at home during any of this time, like, at all?
At her actual home?
Yeah.
No, from August of 2023 until the end, she was never once back home. She was not allowed to call her mother. She was not allowed to have any contact with her family, except the ones who came to visit her through the group home.
It's just, I mean, why? They kidnapped her.
They punished her for being assaulted.
That's what it feels like. It absolutely feels like, yes. That's insanity. Wow. Okay. Well, stay in contact with me, please. And just keep my number. You can text me at
thank you.
At this number as well. I'll send you some stuff as well. We'll talk offline. And
okay. It was nice talking to you, everybody.
Nice talking to you, my dear. Thank you so much for calling. I really do appreciate you.
Well, good night.
You too. Bye-bye. Jilly, thank you so much for gifting 5 pearl necklaces. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Thank you so much. 10 away from our goal. Thank you, loves. The Sacred Journey website doesn't work. Comes up blank. Are you sure it's still open? I do think it's still open. I'm pretty sure that it is still open as well. I want to go to Chris McDonough from the interview room real quick and show you this. We love Chris. So make sure you subscribe to the interview room. Chris and Karen are amazing people in general and of course on YouTube as well.
You look
As we always are.
amazing. As always, you look absolutely amazing.
At times. We have Miss Sophia.
Let's
So you get a real sense.
So tonight our lineup's going to be, we're going to have a discussion with Emily's uncle, environment where she grew up.
Hold on, let's find.
Just fill you.
There's the uncle.
Served multiple.
Then you have the.
Okay.
Pretty much.
This is Emily's uncle. Chris has been out there.
Case solved. And so, you know, this is an encouraging step. And again, it is encouraging to hear higher and law enforcement officials say that they're dedicated to this. They understand the problem. And you know what? Let's have at least solve one case. And let's start with Emily Pike's case, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very huge problem in the Native American tribes and the reservations. Women are disappearing. This is a reality in this country, and it should not be happening. It's happening not only here.
Oh my God. Thank you, Gemini. Thank you so much. Wow, we met our goal. Thank you, sweet Gemini. That is so sweet of you. Really do appreciate that, honey. Very, very kind of you. If you received one of those memberships, please thank our sweet Gemini. Very kind of you, honey. Is my microphone too loud? Let me know. Thank you so much again, Gemini. I am nauseous. I am nauseous now because of this.
In the US, but it's happening in Canada. It is an epidemic. And you can go back and look at some of these stuff that, you know, we've brought you on this. But we were also honored to be playing a role in training homicide investigators. So let's bring you up to speed on how Emily got to where she's at. And then I want you to Uncle and Scott, Emma, and she wanted to go home to see either her mom or her grandmother. She was kind of like that video you just watched. And
I cannot imagine being 13 years old, being essayed at least twice, being pulled away from your mother, your family, your tribe, being thrown in a group home that clearly Emily said she did not want to go back. They're mean to her. Being thrown in, you know, she was in the psychiatric ward as well. Poor girl. And then at the end of it, being thrown literally something that is made for garbage, a garbage bag found 80 miles away. Not even your family knowing you were missing for well over a week later, days before you were reported missing. There is not a soul on earth that should happen to. It's unbelievable. Thank you, Ocean.
She left. She ran away. And she was later found up in the mountains at this spot right here. And her body had been dismembered. But before she got there, she must have been in a different location because the suspect put her into trash bags, construction trash bags. And this gives you a sense of what the suspect was.
I know this case bothers Chris and Karen a lot too. I know it does.
Thinking and who the suspect potentially could be.
You don't ever, emotional. You don't ever get used to a child, this happening to a child. Ever.
He saw her as trash.
Yes.
And we've done a couple of
Chris.
videos on this, and we would encourage you to go watch those. But this is the mindset of the perpetrator, that he would throw her in multiple trash bags after dismembering her, probably after a brutal
Absolute. Yep.
assault.
Yep.
And she'd already been previously a victim of multiple assaults.
Bingo. He's
And
saying
that
it.
suspect
Preach
probably
it.
saw that vulnerability, because you can see that baby in that police video absolutely broken, wanting to find peace.
Yes.
Looking for her mom and looking for her grandma. That's what that police video tells us. So let's learn a little bit about Emily.
It's amazing.
Now from her uncle. Tell me about Emily and your family.
Well, Emily's dad's my brother, and so I'm Emily's uncle, and she ended up in a group home. Social services has a policy: if a child is removed, then they go to extended family. But I don't think they reached out to the dad's side of the
It
family.
was a family member
And
by
I
marriage,
don't know
I guess
how
you could
true
say.
it is, but I think the home and on the reservation.
Okay.
I think she ended.
So this is obviously Chris here, and this is Emily's uncle, and they are at the location that Emily was found. And this is Chris is talking to the uncle.
It up there for the short amount of time, but from there she ended up in the one in Mesa. And being in Mesa, she was there for 2 years. And being there for 2 years, I think a year in, one of my sisters, I believe, came to pick her up from Utah, took her back to Utah, then from Utah to Colorado to see my other sister, and that's where she spent Thanksgiving last 2 Thanksgivings ago. And then they brought her back. Someone from the group home, I believe, or social services came to pick her up and brought her back down, and that's where she was at when she went missing to take her in.
Yeah.
By that time, she was 11, 12.
Okay.
Yeah. And my 2 sisters have always been trying to stop by, pick her up, and spend time with her. They're Emily's grandma, same thing. That's where all the pictures come in from that you see on social media.
Yeah.
It was my sisters, their mom, and them that had all the pictures with Emily. Whatever time they got was precious, so they had to capture those moments. And sad to say, this is where we're at, reservation borders.
Right.
You drive about 3-4 more miles up the road, and then the reservation line is just
For White
right
Mountain.
there.
For
St. Carlos.
St. Carlos is up here.
Yeah, St. Carlos. If you drive, once you hit the top of the hill, there's the 2 passing lane on that side. When you come up,
Yes.
just before Timber Camp.
Okay.
That's where St. Carlos res line is. It goes down into the canyon, and the water splits San Carlos and White Mountain.
Okay.
So from there, east is split between us and White Mountain.
Okay.
The river pretty much is our boundaries.
I've done some work up in White Mountain, Apache up there, but so this is the first time I've met somebody from San Carlos. So
Part about this is the investigation process.
help me understand that from your perspective.
From the way I'm hearing it, the San Carlos PD's pretty much said it's not our jurisdiction. We don't want any involvement. And Gila County is taking lead, but they're not too interested in putting too much resources in it.
Oh,
the way I
interesting.
see it. The FBI sitting there like we're here to help, but yet don't want to take lead because these guys have it. So with me, the FBI having more resources would make more sense to take lead on this.
That's an interesting perspective from Allred's position as a family, because they feel that the authorities are doing the right thing, but there's so many different agencies involved that the communication levels aren't necessary or are not necessarily, coming to them in a timely manner, for lack of a better term. And what I mean by that is this. You've got the FBI, you've got Gila County Sheriff's Department, you got Bureau of Indian Affairs, you got Apache Tribal Police. You have 4 or 5 agencies. You have, wildlife services. Everybody initially, when this thing first kicked off, was like this. Okay. And then
there was no
some
working
point,
together.
when her body was discovered, and so brutally discovered.
Yep.
The FBI offered resources, which he just said they have a lot of resources.
He's right.
Gila County says, well, yeah, but her body was found here, so it's our investigation. You had the Mesa Police Department involved in it saying, yeah, that's your situation because she ran away from the group home here in Mesa, and we don't have any jurisdiction where her body was found. Then you have the tribal authorities, and you just keep adding on and adding on. It's cleared up now, but initially when we did this interview with him,
Doc Criminal, I agree. I think there's some particular reservations where a lot happens, and there needs to be more law and order. And that's what Chris tries
so many
to
different agencies
facilitate.
involved. They didn't really know who, what, when, where, or why in terms of a point of contact.
And it's also important to point out that when we talked with him at this point, Allred and his family had not yet met with the FBI director and people in Washington, D.C. That was a couple of weeks later. And I think he came away as essentially.
And this is the thing, though. This is the thing. It's their land, and they can do what they want, right? And that's the thing. You got to think of it that way
one
too.
Of the family spokespersons, he came away with a sense that the FBI was going to use their resources, that they were not going to let this case dwindle into oblivion, and whatever their conversations were, he felt like the feds are using their weight, their laboratory, their resources to help solve Emily's case, even though the lead agency is Gila County Sheriff's Office. So I think it's important to remember that as we're listening to Chris's interview with him.
Great point. And yeah, and we agree with Deborah here. This is a huge problem across the country. And people like us, everybody in this chat, when I say people like us, I mean everybody in this chat, you know, we can move mountains one rock at a time. And as long as we
Just a mountain we
keep
can move up.
our voices out there for these kids and these women, I think they're starting to hear Emily's story, because this should not be going on.
She ended up in a group home. Social services has a policy. If a
took it
child
back just for a
is
second.
removed, then they go to extended family. But I don't think they reached out to the dad's side of the family. And I don't know how true it is, but I think the home and on the reservation, I think she ended up there for the short amount of time. But from there, she ended up in the one in Mesa. And being in Mesa, she was there for 2 years.
That's
And
where
being
she
there
ran
for 2
away in the
years,
police video we just
I think a
played.
year in, one of my sisters, I believe, came to pick her up from Utah, took her back to Utah, then from Utah to Colorado to see my other sister, and that's where she spent Thanksgiving last 2 Thanksgivings ago. And then they brought her back. Someone from the group home, I believe, or social services came to pick her up and brought her back down, and that's where she was at when she went missing, to take her in.
Yeah.
By that time, she was 11, 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
11, 12.
And my 2 sisters have always been trying to stop by, pick her up, and spend time with her. They're Emily's grandma, same thing. That's where all the pictures come in from that you see on social media.
Yeah.
It was my sisters, their mom, and them that had all the pictures with Emily. Whatever time they got was precious, so they had to capture those moments.
Preach
And,
it, Rainbow. Preach
you
it.
know, sad to say, this is where we're
It's
at.
ridiculous.
Right.
You drive about
It's
3-4
ridiculous.
more miles up the road, and then the reservation line is just
For White
right
Mountain.
there.
For
St. Carlos.
St. Carlos is up here.
Yeah, St. Carlos. If you drive, once you hit the top of the hill, there's the 2 passing lane on that side. When you come up,
Yes.
just before Timber Camp.
Okay.
That's where St. Carlos res line is. It goes down into the canyon, and the water splits St. Carlos and White Mountain.
Okay.
So from there, east is split between us and White Mountain.
Okay.
The river pretty much is our boundaries.
I've done some work up in White Mountain, Apache up there, but so this is the first time I've met somebody from San Carlos. So
Part about this is the investigation process.
help me understand that from your perspective.
From the way I'm hearing it, the St. Carlos PD's pretty much said it's not our jurisdiction. We don't want any involvement. And Gila County is taking lead, but they're not too interested in putting too much resources in it.
Oh,
the way I
interesting.
see it. The FBI sitting there like we're here to help, but yet don't want to take lead because these guys have it. So with me, the FBI having more resources would make more sense to take lead on this. But no, because of Gila County having lead, they're just holding back the way I see it. If it were to have come to me, I would have talked to my wife and see if we were able to take her.
Right.
We already got 2 girls in the home.
Sure, sure.
Someone that she could look up to.
See, so he has, Allred has a sense of almost like a survivor's guilt, for lack of a better term, because he was waiting for the social services people to come to him and his family because he's raising 2 girls and a much stabler environment. And you'll see why here in a minute. we're actually going to take you to Emily's home, and you'll see the environment. And it's no fault of anybody's. That's just the way her life turned out. And living on the reservation is a very, very difficult situation. And on that reservation, she had been SA'd twice, placed into group homes, and it was just a round robin. And he tried to intervene multiple times, but was shut out by the system. Is that the takeaway you had too, Karen, when we were talking?
Yeah, it is. Let's keep watching the tape.
Because Emily was like her mom, her brother, and maybe her grandma's protector. I think she's the one that took all the hits from everybody to make sure she protected the people that she loved.
Sure.
Yeah, through all of this, you see her picture. She's always smiling.
Yeah, I see that even here.
Yeah, even through all of this, even when she was in that group home, you know, every time, even when as a little kid, my sisters and them would pick her up, and that's where she's always smiling. Every time she's smiling. And to me, that's the resilience of how she talked about her future, about going to college, about what she wanted to do. And
what were those
saw
dreams?
hope.
What were those dreams?
Like everybody says, she liked art.
Right.
And she wanted to go to art school.
Yes.
And, you know, everything she went through, she just, you know, she had a plan for herself, for her future, on what she wanted to do. And it's amazing to me that whatever she went through, she still saw herself going somewhere in life and doing something with herself in life. And she would have made a difference in life. But now that she's gone, she's still going to make a difference.
She's making a difference.
Emily's Law.
That's another tribal member, gentleman who came out to pay his land, beautiful.
Ord in the Tano National Forest.
It's pretty shocking.
Okay, so Chris is covering here, which I've been following this case. There is two. Actually, I've already got it pulled up. There is two, now three deaths in national forest that kind of has raised the alarm. Evan Clark and Pandora Kajolstride. Pandora Kajolstride and Evan Clark. Now there's a third one. And I don't know if they're saying that they were unalived, but thank you so much, Chris, for all you do. Appreciate that, my friend. Look at this. I've been following it. One of you guys sent it to me the other day. Look at this. I don't know about the third one, but we're going to find out right now. Perhaps. 1 second. Sensodyne Pro Enamel repairs 66% of your teeth, 3 times stronger enamel protection. That is your ad. You're welcome.
Now saying that those 2 teens were found shot to death.
And tonight, the community is responding to those murders. Fox 10's Kinsey Beach joining us live now from Arcadia High School with reaction. Kinsey.
Yeah, you guys, in the last hour, we have just learned that these 2 Arcadia High School students were found shot to death while on a camping trip in the Tonto National Forest. The Maricopa County Sheriff's Office is pleading anyone with any information, no matter how small, to come forward.
Listen to
hoping that
this,
they
guys.
can bring answers and justice to these loved ones and these victims.
Thank you again, Gemini.
Tragic thing that happened, obviously, and we got to find out who did it. That's the main thing.
The Arcadia community is searching for answers after 18-year-old Pandora Julesrud and the second victim, identified by friends as 17-year-old Evan Clark, were found dead near.
They were found dead, and the thing is, I don't think they did it to themselves.
Mount Ord in the Tonto National Forest. 5 days into
This
summer
wasn't that
break,
tight.
the 2 victims were found shot to death.
It's really scary that it's just so close to home. And then their family. That's the next thing you think about is like, what are they going through? What happened to them? Are they going to get answers?
It's shocking and really sad. It's unbelievable. Very distressing because they're so young. Their lives hadn't even begun yet.
Maricopa County Sheriff's deputies now conducting a comprehensive and meticulous investigation. Fox 10 has asked the Sheriff's Office if there is a concern for public safety in that area. They cannot answer, saying it interferes with the investigation.
Not here with my child. I'd like to know if we're safe.
Yeah, I'm really concerned, very concerned. I also would want to respect the people's families and not get into those personal details, but I would want to know how we can all be safe. It really makes me worry because I have nieces and nephews that age that something could happen to them.
No way. No way.
Now, the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help in this investigation. So anyone that was near Mount Ord or the Tonto National Forest over Memorial Day weekend is asked to contact them immediately. Yeah, they're asking for tips and any little bit of information. You can remain anonymous. That number 602-876-TIPS. You can also find that on our website, fox10phoenix.com. Live in Arcadia, Kinsey Beach, Fox 10 News.
I mean, these kids' lives hadn't even started. Had not even started yet. And it just does not sit right with me, in my opinion. I'm going to show you this. Pandora and Evan, his dad came and spoke about this recently. As well. I'm trying to find it here. I just don't see them doing this. Like, there was no reason. Look at these 2 kids. Look at this. Those kids did not do that. They did not do that. They were pew-pewed. They're healthy, bright, vibrant kids. I want to show you this dad. He does an interview here.
It's been a little over a week. The Maricopa County with Evan's father, French by Evan's,
hope
and kind spirit.
He's every parent's, hope. And speaking as a father, he's exactly.
This is Dad.
What I could hope for.
Evan Clark's broad smile lit up a room
Evan
ever
Clark's
since
dad.
he was a baby.
I know why he had so many friends. He always had a lot of enthusiasm and always brought a lot of energy to things
Energy
How
the
you doing,
17-year-old
baby?
brought to his passions, cars, photography, travel, even work. His dad, Bill Clark, says more recently, Evan fell in love with the outdoors.
Yeah.
He got very involved with hiking and camping in the last year or so, and I encouraged it as much as I could.
That
We don't
love of
expect
camping
him to
took him
end
to the
up
Mount Ord area over
dead.
Memorial Day weekend to camp with his friend, 18-year-old Pandora Julesrud.
Tell me about, those moments getting him ready for that trip that he was so excited to go on.
I mean, are they calling this a crime? Or are they calling this they just don't know yet?
It seemed like any other trip.
But when Evan and Pandora did not come back, the families grew concerned. Clark says he joined Maricopa County Sheriff's deputies in the search, never imagining Evan and Pandora would be found shot.
Every morning and several more times each day, I have to remind myself that the most remote possibility actually occurred. He was a safe boy. He was risk averse.
As MCSO investigates the deaths as suspicious, shock ripples through the community.
It's a time-worn cliche, but that doesn't mean it's not true. He would want everyone to keep moving.
Heading into his senior year, Evan's dad says he planned to attend ASU.
I have no doubt that Evan was going to go on to a lot of very good things.
As he grapples with a
Okay,
life
so-
short,
Okay, so I just checked and were found as a crime scene investigating their deaths as suspicious homicides. Found dead on May 27th in a remote area near Mount Ord in the Tonto National Forest. Both showed pew-pew wounds and their deaths have been ruled a homicide. There we go. Yep, as of the 6th, it has been ruled a homicide. The sheriff's office is actively investigating, treating it as a crime scene, urging anyone with information to come forward. There's no mention yet of any specific suspects or arrest, but the inquiry remains ongoing with investigators hoping for tips, even minor ones, from the public. I hope so.
Clark says he's spending time processing alongside Evan's friends,
Nothing prepared me for this.
giving them some of his old baseball caps and hoping, despite immeasurable loss, they will push forward.
Evan was always very enthusiastic, so carry that.
Look
For
at this.
ABC
I'm gonna show
15
y'all.
Arizona, I'm Jane Caffrey.
He was a good dad. You could tell he's a good dad. You really could. All right, guys, look at this right here. Now there's a third.
Since 18-year-old Pandora Julesrud and 17-year-old Evan Clark were found shot to death in the Tonto National Forest.
And they were found in a very rural area there. Fox 10's Kinsey Beach made that trip up to Mount Ord to learn more.
Maricopa County Sheriff's Office had this road completely closed off last Tuesday following the deaths of two Arcadia teens, 18-year-old Pandora Julesrud and 7.
These kids never got in any trouble. It had to be some evil person to do that to two kids.
18-year-old Evan Clark. We still don't know what happened as the two were shot to death here in the Tonto National Forest. So we made our way up Mount Ord to get more insight. The road to Mount Ord is long. Just off State Route 87
Look here.
is Service Road 626. It looks like a dead end, but for 4 miles, it's long, rigid terrain and requires four-wheel drive at times on the unpaved road.
I'm
that
so
leads to the
sorry,
top.
Andrea,
This is
honey.
over 6,700
I really am.
feet in elevation. The road ends here and you can't drive up any further, so we got out. There aren't any designated campsites here on Mount Ord, but designated areas
Evil.
just like this one where it seems a campfire has been lit before. No water, no restrooms, and limited cell service. We asked the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office and the Tonto National Forest if there's a concern for safety in the area. They tell us Mount Ord has an active lookout tower. We saw park rangers patrolling the area, which is routine, and spoke to hikers off camera who say it's more commonly to take a day trip than overnight with multiple trails. We still don't know where the teens were found. The Maricopa County Sheriff's Office tells us this is still a very active investigation.
Listen, don't go anywhere there's no cell service. Don't trust anywhere that there's no damn cell service anymore.
As we learn to find more about what happened to 18-year-old Pandora Julesrud and 17-year-old Evan Clark, who died here in a very remote, desolate area of the Tono National Forest. For Fox 10 News, I'm Kenzie Beach.
Rescue crews had to help an injured hiker off of North
So,
Mountain. They say
now there's a third raising alarm as 2 high schoolers found pew-pew during a camping trip. Let me see the third one. The remains of Emily Pike, it says, were found on February 14th in Tonto National Park, 19 miles north of Globe. Okay, so they're counting Emily's as the third. Gotcha. Wonder if they're connected. Wonder if they're connected. Damn. That's crazy. Same location, yeah. Yeah, an hour and a half apart. It's crazy. We'll keep on it, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me. I really do appreciate you. We're going to stay on Emily's Pike's case. We've got a playlist down below for Emily. You want to watch any of our other coverage. I really do appreciate you all. Justice for Emily. And of course, Pandora and Evan as well. They all need answers, to say the very least. Thank you to Chris and Karen. Chris and Karen said they weren't connected. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, you never know. All right, guys. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Kyra, for calling in as well. Thank you to all my mods, my members, my chat. I love you all. You guys are amazing. I'll see you guys tomorrow, Lord willing, and the creeks don't rise. Good night, everyone. God bless.